Hello everyone, welcome back to the GymPro YouTube channel. So today we decided to kind of target one of the areas that we always get the most complaints about, and that is lower back pain. So what we'll be doing today is focusing on activating the areas that might be sleeping and contributing to that pain. So we'll be activating the core. It's not going to be too bad, don't switch it off yet. We'll be activating the back as well, more so the upper back. But also we'll be releasing the things that might be causing that tightness in the lower back. So we'll release through the glutes, we'll release through the hamstring, and then hopefully leaving your spine and your back feeling a whole lot better. So that being said, guys, please just join me in the comfortable seat. We will start moving from here. So if you need to place a pillow underneath the sit bones to make you more comfortable, you can feel free. So we're going to move in tune with the breath. We're going to take an inhale to raise the arms. As you exhale, just slowly drop the left palm down, soften the left elbow, draw that shoulder blade down, and find some nice long length through that right hand side. So we're going to move from here. We're going to take an inhale to lift the chest up, look up. And then as you exhale, I want you to round and reach towards that left diagonal. So we've got one long line from the fingertips to the sit bones. So we're going to take a few more. Imagine just flossing into the sides of the body. Big inhale, we rise. Big exhale to round, come forward. Give me one more. Big breath in, we bring it up. Breath out to round and reach, hold it there. Stretch out through the sit bones, really ground through that right hip. And then as you inhale, we're going to take the arms up to center. And exhale, we're going to find a twist, a nice twist for the spine. So left hand to the right knee. Right arm behind you. The inhale, think of lengthening up, and the exhale, just soften to find the twist. Perfect. Taking one more breath there. And then as you breathe in, bring the hands through center, roll onto the sit bones, and then pull the knees in towards you. I know you wasn't expecting it. Just hold it here, boat pose. Knees in towards the belly, just getting the core nice and turned on, nice and active. We're going to hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, release, cross the legs in the opposite direction. I think I'm doing this wrong, good. Bring the feet down, arms go high. So same flow on the second side. Dropping that right arm down, left arm reaches all the way out. So try not to close into the body. Keep the spine nice and straight. Keep those shoulders drawing away from the ears. Flossing into the left hand side, breathe in, we're going to lift up. And the breath out, round, reach towards the right diagonal. 2 more. Inhale. We're rolling it up, we're reaching. And then exhale to bring it forward. Give me one more. Big deep breath. Inhale, we lift it up. Exhale, round and reach. Reaching for the right diagonal. Soften the jaws, soften the neck. Just find that nice length. And then inhale, we bring both arms up. We're twisting towards the left this time. Right hand, left knee. Inhale, we're lengthening up tall. And then exhale, soften the back elbow to find that twist in the spine. Perfect. Take one more big deep breath in. And then as we breathe out, just like before, leaning back onto the sit bones, draw the knees in towards you. A little bit of a boat pose. Get in a little bit of heat. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Knees hugging in towards you. Try and keep that nice flat back. Good. Take 2 more breaths. And then as you exhale, cross the legs once more. And I want you to just reach the arms out in front of you. So ground through the sit bones. You can round through the spine. Just come high up on the fingertips. And give yourself a little bit of a shake from side to side. So again, we're just moving in towards those hip joints. Moving into the lower back and just getting a little bit more movement there. Take one more breath. And then we're going to ground through the palms. We're going to roll over the feet and come into all fours. So get in a little bit of movement in the pelvis to just release that unstickiness. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the heart, roll the shoulder blades back. Big breath in. As you exhale, tuck through the pelvis, round through the spine, and really send the back of the heart towards the ceiling. So this position should feel very good, especially if you bring the weight back a little bit towards the heels. So repeating that, the inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, keep the elbows soft, big breath in. The breath out, push through the palms, tucking through the tailbone, really push them round. Good. One more time. Big inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, big breath in. And then as you breathe out, tuck the pelvis under, round, push the floor away. Squeeze the glutes, belly button in towards the spine. This should feel pretty awesome. You can sink the weight back and just find that spot in the spine that just feels like it's getting a nice little release. And then as you exhale, take the knees wide, come in towards a child's pose. Good. So we're going to move from here, a little bit of a rolling shape. So take an inhale, push through the palms just like we did before. We're rolling everything forward. As you come forward, just slowly drop the hips onto the floor. Roll the shoulder blades back, find a cobra. And then as you exhale, bring it down. So now we're just going to get into the upper back and activate through here. So the lower back's not doing all the work. So bring the hands underneath the shoulders. Bring the elbows in towards you. Squeeze the glutes, and then as you inhale, think of drawing the elbows back. So shoulder blades draw down the back. Try not to push away from the floor as you lift the chest up. So let the back do the work. Big inhale. Doesn't have to go far. And then exhale, slowly bring it down. I'm going to go 2 more like that. The breath in, that pulling action through the spine. We're lifting the chest, little to no weight on the arms. And then exhale to bring it down. 1 more. Big breath in to pull it back. Lifting it up, lengthen it up, take a hold there. Good, so try not to let the shoulders be next to the ears. Draw the shoulder blades down, lifting through the heart, lifting through the chest. Take 1 more big breath in. And then exhale to release. Crown of the head comes down. Give yourself a little bit of a shake if you need to. And then we're going to slowly come up onto our elbows. So we're going to work into the back and the core. Keep the toes untucked. We're going to roll the shoulder blades back. Pull the elbows back in towards the belly button and send the chest forward, Sphinx pose. Good, so you should feel the back line activating. Now push through the feet, take an inhale, we look up. As you exhale, we tuck the chin in towards the chest. We begin to round the spine. Tuck the navel in and then slowly come up onto the knees, option 1. Find that little bit of core heat, you should be shaking. And then exhale, slowly drop it down. Take a big breath in to look forward. Perfect. The breath out, round through the spine, pushing away. Good, lifting the hips, lifting the knees if you've got a little bit of strength. If not, keep the knees on the ground. Few more times. The breath in. We pull in the elbows back. This is where we let that whole upper back activate. And the breath out, we push through the elbows, we round and we come up. Good. A few more times. So super nice and slow. The slower the motion, the more kind of awareness that we're cultivating here. Give me 2 more. That round into the spine, squeeze into the glutes, that activate into the core. And then slowly bring it down. Perfect. 1 more for me. Big breath in. Rounding. Lift it up. Hold it there. Elbows in towards the knees, knees towards the elbows for 2. And 1, slowly release. Perfect. Bring the crown of the head onto the ground. And then we're just going to slowly push it on back into all 4s position. So the activation are completely done. Now we're just going to release a little bit into the legs. So when you are ready, just step that right foot in between the hands. Sink low in towards the hips and look forward. We're going to take a breath in here. So keeping the hips low, just letting the weight of the body open up that left thigh. Taking a big breath in. And then as you breathe out, straighten through that right leg, come back into a half split. So try not to sink all the way back. Hands can be on blocks, knees can be slightly bent. And here what I want you to do is keep the toes flexed, but then just begin to move the feet from the outside and the inside. So pinky edges come down. And then the inside of the foot comes down. Just so we're getting this full kind of movement at the top of the leg, right? So moving in this way, just releasing all the stickiness, all the fibers. They'll find a spot where you're like, oh, what is that? That's the spot where I want you to hold and breathe in there. It's probably the spot that holds the most tension, which is going to contribute to that lower back. Good. Taking a big breath in. Big breath out. And then as you inhale, bring it back through center. Bend back through that knee and take that right foot all the way back. Come back onto all 4s. Opposite side now. So left foot comes forward. We sink the hips low into the low lunge, so we're getting in towards that right quad. Give yourself a few breaths there just to lengthen through that right hand side. Again, you can give it a wriggle. I'm a big advocate of movement in these postures. And then when you are ready, we're going to glide that left hip back, coming in towards a half split. Perfect. So left knee can soften. And again, start to explore. So dropping the toes out, dropping the toes in, and just finding a spot that feels like it needs that little bit of TLC and awareness, right? Perfect. Give me one more. Find that spot and hold it there. Few big deep breaths, so try not to hold tension in the body. Trying to find softness with the breath, so you tell the body that it's okay to be here even though it's a bit uncomfortable. Good. And then slowly bring it back through center. Bend through that left knee. Step the right foot forward, and we're going to come all the way down on towards our glutes. Perfect. So last thing we're going to do is a little bit of a glute stretch, a nice release there, and then end in with a little bit of a twist. So with the hands back, as far back as you need to, we're going to take the right foot on top of that left knee. So as you push that right knee away from you, think of pushing through the palms and lifting the chest. So for some of us, here might be enough. If you want more, the closer in the left foot comes, and the closer the chest comes towards the shin, will be the more intense the stretch you'll get. So again, you feel free to move. This is completely individual. Good. And then with every inhale, think of growing out of the sit bones. And every exhale, pushing towards that right knee. Taking a big breath in. Big breath out. And then slowly, to release, take the left foot down. We're coming into a forward fold, so a little bit for the hamstring, some more. Right foot sneaks inside of that left thigh. Open the foot like a book. Really ground through that right hip. Flex the left toes. You can have a micro bend in the knee and begin the journey forward. But again, think of those shoulder blades coming down. So option one, here might be enough. You might feel a nice release in the outer glute. If you want a little bit more for the QL muscle, so that big kind of muscle just above the right glute, you can take the right hand and wherever you are, just reach that right hand past the left pinky toe. So it's like we're coming across the body. Good. And again, just keep breathing. That inhale, we're growing out, lung through the spine. And the exhale, we're finding a little bit of depth in that new length. Taking a big breath in. Big breath out. And then inhale, bring it up through center. Perfect. Taking it on to the opposite side. So again, leaning back onto the hands. Right knee bends, left foot comes in. Sending that left knee away, chest towards that shin. Lifting the chest up, and honestly, if you are here and it feels fabulous and you don't want to go anymore, this will still have benefits for you. If you want more, foot can sneak in, you can come high up on the fingertips. Again, just listening to your body, so it's not always the most intense posture that's going to do the best kind of work. Good. And again, work with the breath. Using the nice long exhales to find a little bit more space in the body. One more breath in. Big breath out. And then slowly releasing. So extend that right leg. Left foot to the inside of that right thigh, opening the foot like a book. Turn the chest a little bit towards that right leg. Take an inhale. And then exhale to come all the way down. Perfect. So finding length through the hamstring, but also that nice release on the left-hand side. As always, if you want more, that left hand can reach past the right toes. Bring it into a little bit more of a side body stretch. One more breath in. Big breath out. And then slowly come all the way up. Amazing. And for the last and final twist, I want to just come down onto our back. So we just want to lengthen that whole lower back. And then from here, pull the knees in towards your chest for a second. So let the spine just find a complete neutral position. Hug the knees in. Really send those sit bones in towards the earth. A little bit of a rock and a massage might feel pretty good. So we're going to twist from here. Right hand comes over to the outside of the left knee. Left arm extends. Now keep the knees close in towards you for this one. And slowly drop the knees all the way towards the right hand side. So because we're targeting the lower back, it doesn't really matter if that left shoulder comes down on the ground. We want to keep that twist into the lumbar spine. If you want a little bit more, you can extend the left leg, but it's only an option. Good. Taking one more breath in. Big breath out. And then slowly bring it all the way up through center. Keep the knees compressed, tight in towards you. Drop the knees towards the left, gaze towards the right. And again, that right shoulder can come up just as long as we're finding that fabulous release for the lumbar spine. Right leg can extend if you want a little bit extra. Good. Taking a big breath in. Big breath out. Pull the knees back through center. Give yourself a big hug round through the spine for showing up, for doing a little bit of movement that's going to serve you so well for the body. And congratulations, guys. We are officially done. Remember to subscribe, and I'll see you all very soon.